We in Canada need to aim for a Canada where the barriers are no longer there. And I'd like to just ask each of the panelists in three key points that influential parliamentarians need to take away that you don't want us to miss.
I would say when you look at policies and legislation to definitely be inclusive and look at the communities that you represent and make sure that your blind spots are covered. The Prime Minister said yesterday that it's government's job to protect its citizens, and I do believe that it is the case. So how do we go about protecting all our citizens to make sure, for example, with COVID, to make sure that the vaccines are available in underserved communities and not just in rich neighborhoods and so on? So are we protecting all our citizens? And when we think about our immigration plan, for example, when we bring people here into this beautiful country of ours and we bring them and take their talent from where they are we really applying them? Are we really using that resource that they're bringing, that rich resource that they're bringing to this country? Are we utilizing that? And if we are, we're going to be a better society for it. So we want to make sure that governments and private sectors are working together, because right now there's a disconnect. Governments and private sectors are not working together to make changes. And if they start working together, we're going to see massive positive changes in our society.
I'll just go back. I have a simple ask. I did already speak to it earlier. Set the tone and example regarding gender equity in all forms of diversity. And as I mentioned to you earlier, many other countries have done this. We need our legislators to actually set targets when it comes to female representation at the board level, leadership level, at the manager level, across the public and the private sector. And really, let's make sure that we keep on building the momentum. Obviously, this is a topic that is in discussion. And I think we've got great momentum. And really, let's think about the kind of impact we can actually make by really mobilizing a quarter of the potential workforce, and how that can actually further impact not just our economies, which is really the topic of this panel, in terms of how diversity can help and really create a more prosperous economy. Let's do that by encouraging the private sector in achieving that, and also to make sure that our communities are a lot more exclusive. We've done it at BBTV. We're a tech company, and we have a 0% gender pay gap, 40% female representation under the board, company, and the manager level. If we've done it, everyone else can do it too.
To me, inclusivity is the responsibility of everyone. And we all have something to learn from one another. We need to realize that we are far more alike than we are different. So we should be celebrating our differences and our similarities. In my case, Indigenous Canadians, Mi'kmaq, have important work and skills to share in all sectors, in all areas of the country. Work with the Indigenous groups should be derived from true inclusivity rather than just checking the box off.